Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. We are getting really close to that 500,000 subscriber mark, so I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody who has subscribed up until this point. So today we're talking about California and California gun control. Every time you think it's as bad as it could possibly get, California politicians seem to find a way to make it infinitely worse. And we have an instance like that again today with a new law that's going to be starting on January 1st of 2024, which is going to allow the government of California to spy on gun owners legally. Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here, because in my opinion, this violates multiple rights. So this all stems from a bill that was passed back in 2022. The bill was SB 1384. Now, portions of 1384 have already taken effect back in January of 2023, but the portion that concerns me the most is taking effect on January 1st of 2024. So let's talk about what that portion does. So like I said in the beginning, this basically allows the government to spy on you, but through the FFL, because what this bill does is it forces the FFL to have both video and audio recordings available to the government when they want it of all of your transactions. So instead of just walking into a shop and filling out your paperwork and then waiting your 10 days in California, now what they want to happen is they want you to walk in, have the entire thing captured on video, and then also capture it on audio, and the FFL is required to retain that for up to a year so that if the government wants to, they can go back and see everything that you did and everything that you said while you were there. Okay, so here it is in section 2. Commencing January 1st, 2024, a licensee shall ensure that its business premises are monitored by a digital video surveillance system that meets all of the following requirements. The system shall clearly record images and, for systems located inside the premises, audio of the area under surveillance. Each camera shall be permanently mounted in a fixed location. Cameras shall be placed in locations that allow the camera to clearly record activity occurring in all areas described in paragraph 3 and reasonably produce recordings that allow for a clear identification. Now, here's what describes my point if you were curious whether or not it's actually of the transaction. So 3, the areas recorded shall include, without limitation, all of the following: interior views of all entries or exits to the premises. B, all areas where firearms are displayed. And C, all points of sale sufficient to identify the parties involved in the transaction. Now, we scroll down a little bit. It says recording shall be maintained for a minimum of 1 year. Now, a little bit further down, it says that a licensee shall not use, share, allow access, or otherwise release recordings to any person except as follows. And these are pretty much all government agencies. A licensee shall allow access to the system to any agent of the department or a licensing authority conducting an inspection of the licensee's premises for the purpose of inspecting the system for compliance with this section, and only if a warrant or court order would not generally be required for access. A licensee shall allow access to the system or release recordings to any person pursuant to a search warrant or other court order. Another court order could very easily be a red flag. So if somebody gets red flagged, that's a court order right there. They can go and they can get this footage. So you can see right there that they want these licensees to maintain a digital database for at least a year. We're not talking about standard surveillance, which would have, let's say, like a 24-hour loop, and after 24 hours it starts to record over itself, right? Where, you know, a standard security system. You can see what happened. If you pop in and you see something's broken, you have 24 hours to go back and see what was going on. They're not talking about that. They're talking about video and audio recording that has to be stored for a minimum of 1 year. And like it says right there, they want to see everything. They want to see you enter. They want to see you exit. They want to see all the transactions. They want to see the wall. They want to see everything. And everything that's going to be inside has to also include audio. So this is a pretty big deal. It's just another way for California to create yet another searchable database. Now, like I said before, there was a lawsuit that was just filed today by the GOA, the GOC, through Michelle and Associates and other plaintiffs that challenges this new law that's about to take effect. And one thing I do want to mention real quick here is that this also includes home-based FFL. So if you're somebody who's home-based, you work from your home, this is going to require you to have all of your audio recordings and video recordings of everything that happens in your home because you're a home-based dealer. So anyway, let's read real quick from this lawsuit and what they say and how it violates our rights. Now, it says right here from the lawsuit, plaintiffs bring this suit to challenge the constitutionality of Penal Code Section 26806, also known as SB 1384 or Section 26806, which violates constitutional rights of plaintiffs by imposing Orwellian tactics by the state to view and overhear the private and confidential communications of anyone who enters a shop, gun shop property, or home-based FFL. So again, they even mention here in the lawsuit, this is going to have an effect on home-based FFLs. Not only does Section 26806 violate the individual rights of the patrons, customers, family members, friends, clients, and FFLs themselves, but it also chills the desire to exercise those rights for fear of being video and audio recorded in communications and situations that are confidential in nature. So once again, California has found another way to control the entire process. If you guys remember, it wasn't that long ago where you could still have certain parts and pieces sent to your house. Now those have to go to a vendor. Everything now is locked behind cages. There's wait times, all sorts of paperwork, state databases, FFL databases. I mean, everything. And now they're going to have video and audio recording from the moment that you pull up in the parking lot till you go through the shop. Everything is going to be recorded, and it's just their way of having complete control through the entire process. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that, and I wanted to make you aware of the lawsuit as well. We'll follow this one pretty closely, but hopefully we can get an injunction on this one and stop it from taking place because, again, just like the GOA says, it's Orwellian, and just about everything that's happened there lately has been Orwellian. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Let's get to that 500,000. You guys have a great day.